Hey everyone, my name is James from Aorus, and today I have a special guest with me. You may know him. He's won EVO championship titles, he's won multiple tournaments, he's a prominent figure in the FGC community. Welcome, Chris.
What's up, guys? Happy to be here.
Yeah, definitely. So this is your first time here at the Aorus office. What are your first impressions?
It's actually really cool. The people here are really nice. You know, we just got to eat some pho.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the best parts starting off the day. If you guys eat pho, man, send pictures over because that is definitely top 3 favorite foods of all time for sure. So,
oh, definitely.
Yeah, I think let's start by looking at our chat here. Everyone from Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, thanks for coming on over and thanks for supporting us. Let's see here. Edward, hey. Fahad says, love you. Love you too, man. Tristan,
There's 3 different sources.
Yeah. Sotiris says, hello from Greece. So we got people all over the world watching this.
All right.
So that's pretty sick. And yeah, so basically what this stream is again, we have Chris G here. He's here to make me a better fighting game player, as well as we're going to dive deep into some Dragon Ball mechanics as well as Street Fighter. So Street Fighter, it's very new to me, but I know a lot of people out there, including my friends, they've been wanting to get into it, but it looks a little scary because it looks too technical. So hopefully, we can make that transition and, show everyone out there that it's not that hard. It's not as hard as it looks.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, I think if you guys have any questions, definitely post them in wherever you're watching from, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and we can definitely answer those. So our format today is we're going to play some Dragon Ball first, answer some questions, play some more Dragon Ball, and then get to some Street Fighter. So I know a lot of you guys are out there, are excited to watch the stream. I'm very excited to play because I just want to get better in Dragon Ball. I'm pretty sure everyone does. And yeah, so I think let's get started. Actually, before we do, I gotta ask, so out of all the fighting games you've ever played, which one is the one you're best at, and which one is the one that you have the most fun playing? Not just have to be the best, but just the most fun.
Well, for most people who know where I come from, I'm best known for playing Morgan in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 specifically, and I've won countless amount of tournaments in that game. As for the most fun game, we're gonna kick it old school. I used to love playing Third Strike, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, going to the arcades. That's all I really played all day.
Nice.
And CVS 2, Capcom vs. SNK 2.
Nice. Yeah, those games I've played a lot as a kid too. I've also played a lot of like Soul Calibur, which I never really got into, but it's just really fun button mashing for sure. And for me, Super Smash Brothers Melee or Brawl was probably my top 1 fighting game out there, just because like nostalgia, and is my first real fighting game where I'll just go head to head with my brother and really go try hard, But yeah, nice, good to know. I know a lot of our people out there play a lot of Super Smash, and I know a lot of people out there play some Street Fighter, and some people want to get into it. So I'm very excited for this stream. We are going to get into it right now because I don't want to keep you guys waiting. So let's go ahead and switch from here to our gameplay.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Bam. Okay, so sorry if our voice is a little muddy. We're using a different mic setup today, and we're just in a different part of our studio. So forgive us, but according to me, it looks like you should be able to hear us. But yeah, so we're gonna get in. We played previously, and there's no way I'm gonna beat Chris, but I'm gonna try my hardest. For all you guys out there, I know you guys have seen us play. You guys seem kind of good, so I'm pretty much known
for playing a lot of characters in a lot of games, specifically versus games such as this, where you get to make a lot of teams. So this is just one of them. Nothing some thrilling action.
You got the pink Gion, I like it. I respect it.
So that's what it comes down to. You play games, you gotta have some fun. Yeah, you play Butter.
Yeah, he's fun.
He's alright. He's alright.
He's fun for me. Alright, let's check this out. Alright guys, wish me luck. Wish me luck.
Get ready!
Always gotta push more.
Yeah, always good. Guys, imagine me knowing about the pressure putting on me right now. You don't know how embarrassing it is to lose to Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, no! I'm doing good, I'm doing good. I think my fingers are slipping in a little maybe. Guys, you guys know how much I'm Guys, if we play this game, just don't lose Guys, I don't know. I think it's I'm making too many excuses. I know.
You gotta push more buttons, think right.
You guys have never been able to do control players. Guys, I got two attacks to watch and it's spark. The disrespect.
You got combos, Trilly got combos.
Yeah. Like I said, guys, watch out for the pink Trilly. We're gonna go again. Then we'll answer some questions. Some more awkward ones. This is the one you do.
Well, you can't be so glass of what? I had to go in third instead.
I know, what the heck? So you guys, sorry the body draw, we'll put it down just a second.
Oh, yeah, that.
There it is. I thought it was the oldest fish in the book.
Wake up,
Wake up level 3, baby. Just like
He was not getting some love, so we'll bring the
Alright. This guy's not kidding me.
Oh,
guys, this block thing is probably fun. Oh, there it is. Oh my god. There it is. There it is. It's cinematic level 3. The disrespect. Once again.
Now it's weird because that level 3 actually has 2 views.
2 views?
Yeah, if you just do level 3, you just see the beam come up. But if you do the grab before the level 3, you saw how it pans out.
Oh.
And you get that weird view.
Yeah. Oh. Dang. So, okay, sorry. Alright, guys, we're going to take just a quick break here. Sorry, I know the volume was a little off, but I lowered it. So, hopefully, the in-game audio shouldn't be too bad and you can hear our voices. Let's see. Sana says, who's playing with James? If you don't know, you've been living under a rock, man. No, I'm just kidding. This is, again, EG Pro Player Chris G. The one and only. If you guys don't know him, then you may not be familiar with the fighting game community, but he's won multiple EVOs. He's won multiple tournaments. And, one EVO. Sorry.
Yeah, we don't want people to be like, what were you talking about?
Sorry.
I've got second twice, third twice, fourth twice.
He's won 1 EVO, runner-up, and again, he's just a staple in the fighting game community. So let's see if we can answer some questions. B Park says, "Come on, James. I know. I'm trying. I'm trying."
You know, look, don't fault James too much. I've done things like this before.
Oh man!
And people say they know how to play the game. At least James actually knows what's going on. And a lot of other people, they're like, I know what I'm doing, and then they don't.
Oh my god, guys, you guys gotta take a look at my head. It's like shaking right now. Okay, let's see here if we can find some questions. Do you guys have any questions?
What is this game?
Oh man, yeah. People love Vegeta, that's for sure. Marvel, people wanting to see Marvel, but unfortunately we're not playing that today. But hopefully in a future episode, maybe Chris can come back and we can step into MVC, because that's another game I've been wanting to play. Let's see. Yeah, Chris, everyone's so happy you're here. Definitely. Yeah, the odds are not in my favor. That's for sure. But yeah, so again, if you guys just joined, we're playing Dragon Ball Fighters right now. Chris is whooping my butt, and I think later after this next game, I'm gonna have him kind of give me some tips on what I can do to take my gameplay to the next level, and then we're gonna play a few more rounds, and then we're gonna hop into some Street Fighter, so that way when
that's a good question right there.
Yeah.
Is it hard to pick up and play this game? Yes and no. For fighting games, they are relatively easy to get into in general. You know, if you're playing on controller, or for me, like a big joystick.
The joystick, yeah.
It's easy to get into combos, right? Because you see flashy stuff, you want to try to emulate it and all that. But at the highest level, that's when it's just a whole different thing. Like, just like growing up, when you play any fighting game with your friends, like, it comes down to like who's the best in the house, right?
Yes. Yeah.
But like when you go into tournaments and stuff like that, then that's like, all right, I have to learn certain stuff. Like what he was doing with the full screen vanish.
Yeah.
It's like things like that was like, okay, don't do that. You could do a lot of other stuff, but like, you know, picking up this game, there's a lot of do's and don'ts.
Yeah. I definitely agree with you. And we brought this game out to a lot of our events, and it's a game where people, again, can just pick up the controller or fight stick and they'll mash buttons, and whatever you do on screen, it'll look, especially with this game, it looks super flashy. It may not be the most optimal, but you press a bunch of buttons, it looks really cool. But when you get into like the nitty gritty, yeah, definitely there's some mechanical stuff to it. So this game, for me, I had to put a lot of effort into it to learning it, because I'm used to games like League of Legends, maybe Call of Duty. And this is my first real fighting game, but I stuck with it because I love Dragon Ball. It's my childhood, and yeah, I just love the graphics. So I think if you're willing to put in the time for it, it can definitely pay off, and it's not as scary as it looks.
Yeah, exactly. Couldn't have said it better.
Yeah, so yeah, epic fights, that's for sure. If there's one thing this game does have, it's just the epic animations.
It's pretty. It's very pretty.
Yeah.
Like you saw, right? I just told you there's 2 ways to do the level 3.
Yeah.
And both animations look slightly different.
Yeah, and I didn't even know that. So there's even things that, I've been playing this ever since it came out, but there's things that I have I haven't even known. So.
And of course, the dramatic finishes in this game,
Oh,
where
the
if you
dramatic-
fight certain characters on certain stages, you get a certain ending.
Yeah, like a full blown like 1 to 2 minute cutscene, which is I've never seen it in an actual game before, so that's pretty cool. Let's see here. Sotris from Greece says, "What keyboard is this?" This is the Aorus K7 keyboard. It is not our flagship, but it was. It has cherry MX Reds, this nice silver lining finish, metallic finish. Now I know, Chris, you play not just fighting games, but you play some League of Legends too, and you're quite good at it. So let me ask you, like, what are your go-to mechanical switches? Do you have like a preference, like cherry red, cherry blues, cherry brown?
I'm actually like I'm the last person.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You just
like,
find a keyboard
whatever
on
works.
Amazon?
Yeah. So like I have the standard Steel Series keyboard and mouse, and they're perfectly fine. Like League of Legends is definitely that game where you just need a functioning anything. You could play that game on your broken laptop.
Yeah.
You know, so I just use whatever, and then yeah, as long as it works, it works.
Definitely. So let's see here.
But
Cynthia,
I do like soft key presses.
Okay, so
I don't like the hard click, click,
yeah.
click.
So like those membrane almost. Yeah, like the old school keyboards, which actually I've been getting into recently. Here at the office, we use a lot of mechanical keyboards, but recently at home, I've been typing on like the regular old school membrane, and they feel nice. It's just quiet, it's soft, and it doesn't hurt your ears. That's for sure. Let's see. Got any more comments? No? Okay, so I think that's it for now. We're going to go ahead and hop into another game. I'm going to be taking a look at the audio. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's do this. Actually, let's do this. Cool. Okay, so let me know if you guys are okay with the audio. If not, we can change it up. But we're going to try and... we're gonna try this again. That's for sure.
All right, I'll go a little bit more serious with my tournament team for now.
Oh, guys! In case you didn't know, he's going more serious. He's not going easier on me. He's going more serious. All right.
So I've been known for a while for playing Trunks, and even though on the tier list he's all over the place, I can't stop using him.
Yes, he's like he's my Bardock. Like, if they ever nerf Bardock to the ground, I'll still use him because I just know him inside and out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. See, I'm trying to observe what...
See, you gotta get the movement down. That's the most important thing in this game. Like, you get instant air dash very, very quick. So, like, if you see, like, super dashes, you can react to it very quickly because you get to the ground faster.
Yeah, see, this guy knows what's up. He knows what's up. This is what the pro versus mediocre is. The bell is insane. What? No, he knows his combo too well, guys. Oh. Guys, he knows it too well. Guys, you guys gotta raise your hand and give me some energy, because this is not working out. I don't know. I want to say my controller's broken, but let's be real. I'm just... Oh, we got out. Guys, I actually forget he has a projectile.
Yeah, weirdly enough, he does have a pretty good projectile.
Yeah.
It's fast.
I think the thing I need to work on is just watching really closely to block strings. It always gets me.
Oh yes, block strings are, besides movement, probably the second most important thing. As long as a person cannot physically be able to do something in a certain situation, then you're most likely winning.
Oh. God, it's father versus son, and I think I'm sparking now. What? No way. How did you read? I definitely wouldn't have been able to control like that. That's crazy. he saw it. That was a noob move. What? No, my DP. Telling you guys, it's the sticky fingers. Yeah, I should try reflect. I never
it's definitely good.
Game.
Especially the thing is that when you see assists in this game, reflecting it is the best thing you can do because it gives you a lot of options afterwards, such as like holding down tag and you can tag afterwards. Like you can be very safe after you're done reflecting.
Oh, thank God.
I'm trying to think how to edge you.
Oh, he's doing. My God. Guys, I played a couple of rounds with him. He likes going for the disrespect. I know Chris's playstyle now. He has to go for the disrespect. So now I know what to use against him.
Well, at some point you have to understand, right? Like, why else would someone pick like really dumb characters, ugly characters? Like I play Krillin, and I think that character is really fun, but he's not very good.
Yeah, you would never play him in like a pro.
Yeah, exactly. You see, like that.
Oh.
Like I saw the assist. I dodged, which is her reflect, and then you can tag afterwards. See?
I think for the problem with me is like finding that timing. Oh wow, that was a good cross up. Dang. There it is, there it is. There it is.
You see, now you're safe.
Oh! There it is, the conversion off the Wolfang Fist.
See, so like movement, just getting in and out of the situation. Oh, here we go, here we go. Make it count. See, there you go. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
We're gonna go for the hard knockdown. We're gonna go for the hard knockdown. We gotta keep the pressure.
Oh.
No, I dropped it.
Oh, no.
The sticky fingers come.
Sometimes you don't get more than one.
The Butterfinger comes in once again. Oh my. There it is. This guy's level 3 is insane. He does so much damage.
Yeah.
Oh, the reflect wasn't in my favor. The reflect didn't work. Ooh. I'm not safe there. Got me before I could Rebellion Spear. Guys,
since I used my super dash, I wasn't able to get a full combo.
So you're able to convert by switching, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's something that I've seen, but I've never actually tried something. What? How?
Oh, what? I was doing two.
You knew. What's crazy is that reaction time, like, even I don't know when I'm getting super dash. Sometimes it's... Yeah. No? I should just park now because I get hit. What? Okay, guys, he has no meter. Can't do anything right now. Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
No, what? No! Oh my god. The Butterfinger strike again. Guys, I don't know, man. No! I tried to go for the classic wake up level 3 again, but my fingers weren't fast enough. Oh my god. Defend low, he's doing you think he's doing the same combo, but as soon as you guess it, he'll mix it up.
Yeah, it's all about switching it up. Just like in a lot of versus games, doing overheads is very, very important. But if someone's expecting the overhead, then you can jump over somebody and then expect you, so they're holding up, but then you land and go low really quickly.
Yeah, I've seen that before, and that's something I've been trying to do. Go for the high-low mix-ups. Actually, I have a really good question here. We'll take a quick break. I have a good question here from. Let me switch scenes. From Brian B Parks 4079 on Twitch says easiest way to learn keyboard, controller, or joystick. Now I know this is you're kind of biased because you've probably started on joystick or you know joystick for sure. But to be honest, if you had to wipe everything clean, would you stick with joystick or would you try and learn pad?
No,
first,
actually, I learned pad first.
Okay, so controller.
I used controller first because just like at home, you don't know about joysticks. So when I started going to the arcade, I was forced to play on stick. But even after a while, right? Let's say like Mortal Kombat, Injustice, those type of games, they don't have like intricate motions. So a lot of the inputs you can do just by like back, forward, down, forward. So you don't need to slide your hand ever. So even for those games, I would still play on pad.
Oh, okay.
As for games like this, really, really, really fast-paced games, I wouldn't. Usually, I don't recommend playing on pad because you have to move extremely quick.
Yeah, I've seen the limitations too. Like I've seen you to see. When we play, I see how you move very fast, which I can like instant dash and all that, but not as quick as you. No matter how fast I try. So
no, I've tried playing this on pad as well, even on keyboard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really hard because it's a lot of it is just like hand quick jerk motions that you can do. If somebody jumps at you, it's very easy to like put your all into. Oh snap, he's coming at me.
I see. Interesting. Okay, well, I mean, there you have it. It does depend on the situation, but it looks like for the most part, pad is the best beginner way. But yeah, if you want to get, I'm assuming if you want to get more technical and take your game to the next level, it's joystick for sure. It's the joystick.
Like Street Fighter's different. Like a lot of people used to say that stick was the way to go, but with Street Fighter 5, it's definitely. I've noticed some people actually prefer it still on pad.
Okay.
Because it's a lot slower paced game, even compared to the old Street Fighters.
I see.
And the inputs are very lenient, so you don't actually need to be doing a lot when you are holding a controller.
I see. Okay.
So it's very easy to play still on it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, there you got it. Charles from Facebook says you're cheating. I think he's just insanely good. Guys, you're talking about like one of the world's best FGC players over here. I don't think he's cheating. Jay Nova's on your side. He kept telling you to finish me, so there you go. B Parks again says the animation is wild. That's for sure. Let me see here.
Yeah, this game, like, even if it, because I think it's a pretty solid game, but even if it wasn't, it's still pretty. Like,
yes, yeah.
It could be the most unfair game. It could be the most broken game.
Yes.
Like infinites. It could be all sorts of stuff, but it's still pretty.
Yeah, it's very pretty, and that's something that's, I mean, love it or hate it. That's one fact you can't disagree with.
Yeah.
This game is just very polished in terms of graphics.
People are getting blown up.
Yeah.
Freaking half of the planet's exploding. You
yeah.
know, like.
Oh my gosh. One of the best parts. It literally feels like you're like in the anime. I just want to stress that. Let me see here. Yeah, so it looks like that's it for now. We're gonna go ahead and go back into it. I'm gonna do my my cheese team. So I think what's gonna happen is we'll do that, and then I'm gonna have Chris give me some one-on-one lessons for you guys, but also for me. My cheese team here. Gotta bring out the Gotenks. You guys know Gotenks is one of my go-tos. If you guys watched the stream before, you know that I love what he can do, and I love that he can build meters, like so much meter. And that's just the best part. It's that his standard combo, you know, you build like 1.5 meter for sure.
Yeah, Gotenks and Bardock are seen a lot in pro play, so they're definitely the way to go.
Yes, yes.
But me, I like to play all the weird stuff.
Wow. See, it's the, I don't know if you guys saw it. It's just that reaction time. Boom. Oh, I haven't seen that one before.
Oh.
The Bardock lights, but I didn't even convert off of it. There it that separates pro from mediocre for sure. I'm also like, if I'm in a tight squeeze, I'll try and press buttons or I panic. That's the hardest part.
It definitely is to know when and when not to do something.
Yeah.
Because most people still get antsy, like, you know, you're like, I gotta let it go, I gotta do it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you get spear bombed. So
the classic spear bomb. Oh my god. Alright, I know this from watching pros. Always spark to save your player. Whoa. Boom. Nice conversion. Oh my god, he jumped. And that's why you never full screen.
Yes, never full screen vanish.
The amount of time they have to read is too easy. Let's take this game slow. Ooh. Wow. Okay. He's gonna try and go for the disrespect. Oh, what? Guys, I tried a level 3. He's gonna try and go for the ultimate. Oh no! No.
Did I get it?
way.
Did I get it? Did I get it? Please,
No
please,
way.
for the stream.
No!
No way. I almost had it.
Oh my god!
I almost had it.
He had it, and I could have lived, but I think oh my god, I think I teched up. I teched upwards, which basically I jumped into the spirit bomb. I want to redo on that one. Oh my god. Hey, but that was, oh my god, that was sick.
We almost had it. The dream was real for a split second.
Almost there. I gotta rewatch the stream and start picking up those things. Boom. Boom. I always forget about that.
You gotta respect that.
Yeah. Oh, this is still bad. Oh! Yes. Guys, we're out. For now.
The god of destruction. He has to have a move that looks destruction-y.
Hey. Oh, guys, oh my god. This is, that's embarrassing. Guys,
Ooh, that is
embarrassing. Hey, why didn't anyone say in the chat?
I don't know, they're just
Oh
watching
my God.
us look at each other.
Hey guys, let's just watch him make a fool of himself. I'm so sorry. I blame this on my Aorus team members for not letting us know, making us look like fools.
Oh no.
Okay, we'll have to redo another one after this. Okay. Oh, hold on. Let me click on the thing here. Okay. Everything's good, guys. We're good. Oh my god, that was. Oh, I can't believe that happened. I can't. Yeah, that was. Guys, that was. Don't flame us for that. Sorry. I'm so sorry. All right.
It's cool.
It's cool. That means you guys never catch all my embarrassing moments dying on here. Boom. Ooh.
There you go. So yeah, guard cancel is completely invincible. So if you see someone doing a long block string, you can easily just get out of it.
Oh. Yeah, that's what happens with the quick micro dashes. You can just
into their dash and then go for an overhead.
Oh, okay. I don't think Pierce does well on his own, but we'll try.
Yeah, he definitely does.
He needs. So something you guys need to know about Pierce is he needs a lot of assists backing him up. What? I actually didn't think I'd land that, so I got caught off guard. Boom. Oh, he's going for it. No! Come on, guys. You gotta
so I
get
a free.
Oh.
I got a free triple. That means that as soon as I touch you, you will die.
Yes.
Like, as soon as I land everything. Oh, maybe not with sparking. So sparking allows you to keep regaining health even while you're losing.
Yes.
It also allows you to cancel dashes while you're pushing buttons.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. He's going for it. He's going for it. Oh, no, he's not. Thank God. And I should have went for the DP. My invincible.
We actually only have one.
No.
Here, take it. Oh, okay. Take it. Ah, it traded.
No! I would try to go for the down. I tried to go for the down medium. I forgot. Okay. Since our viewers had to watch us just make weird faces for that one, let's rematch. Okay, we're good.
It never fails.
No! The delayed get up. The
Yeah.
worst enemy. Yes.
Ouch. Face.
Oh. That was a hard knockdown. Just bomb me out.
So the reason why I tagged him out is so that he can't call assist for a few seconds.
Yeah.
And then
Super powerful.
this happens.
Yep. You see my health just go down by how many? How much? Nope. That's what happens when Saiyaman comes in. Guys, I hope you guys are watching this.
She's a little girl, but you know, she packs a big punch.
Always gets it. Oh! I was trying to find a good time to guard cancel, but I'm too scared. Oh! Okay. Oh, the level 1 to level 3. Okay.
Yeah, it's the only well, it's one of the only two ways to get spirit bar.
Him and Jiri. Jiri is really well. Ooh! You guys can tell when I get super quiet is when I'm like really trying to focus.
Boom.
Boom.
Oh.
You know, that was too predictable. I need to learn this combo. That's insane. Oh. No! I messed that one up. Have you ever like made up a block string on the go? Like sometimes you don't do your normal block string and you just make it up on the go?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That happens all the time. A lot of it is just like an oops, and then it works out.
Yeah. There's no chance we're living that otherwise. But I believe in the Go tanks. This guy can carry, but let's be real. You just gotta
I like how he says safe. It goes right in.
Hey guys, try to mix them up. He's gonna try and attack. He's going for it. Guys, I don't know if you've ever seen cheat codes in real life, but this is what it looks like. Oh my god. I hope this doesn't kill my sparking protect us.
Oh snap!
No. Even the sparking.
There you go, the world. That's what just happened.
Even the sparking, guys. This doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. Let me see. So you guys can see my face and my reactions when I'm just blocking or... That
is Goku. He's a grown man.
Yeah. Oh my god.
He has children.
Oh, okay. Let's swap over really quick before we get into this. Let's see, we'll go here. Okay. So everyone was screaming it on Twitch that we weren't changing scenes, but it's funny because my comments monitor is this way and then the game monitor is this way. So almost impossible for me. But
he's definitely he's
Yeah,
in, he's
yeah.
in the mood.
Yeah,
he's watching.
yeah.
He's got to pay attention.
yeah, but it's okay. Next time, I promise it won't happen again. Sorry about that, guys. Shady, yes, I did get spirit bombed like so many times, but it's interesting because I know that Goku isn't a top tier player, but like use them. I think this goes for like any game. It's like use the person right, and you know them well, and they can do a lot more.
Yes. So in Goku's case, right? So there's a few Gokus. That's the running joke. There's
Yeah.
too many Gokus.
Yes.
So in base Goku's case, right? Because he can't turn Super Saiyan, so he has Kaioken. His Spirit Bomb. If you notice how slow it is, he teleports to the top of the screen and he tosses it out, and it's a very slow bomb.
Yes.
You can't actually combo it unless for super like weird situations.
Yeah,
I made
certain
this
teams.
Yeah, I made this team specifically to Spirit Bomb as much as possible.
I see.
So with Beerus, his ball, his level 1 super, it's so long that it gives time for Goku to actually get the whole Spirit Bomb to the floor.
I see, and I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but is Videl used to like build meter fast?
Well, she actually builds a lot of bar, yes, but if she does a full combo, she has a move where she jumps over you.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you do your combo into knockdown and then you flip over them, if you do her super where she kicks you up into the sky,
Yeah.
you can actually just Spirit Bomb, right?
Oh, you right. So he can actually spirit bomb 2 ways, which is good. The team spirit bomb.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's literally what the team is.
Jonathan on Facebook says, "I feel sorry for you." Well, yeah, you should. I'm out of my league here, guys. Come on. Let's see.
We play Candy Crush. That's what we were doing. We were playing Candy Crush with serious faces.
So Tiris from Facebook says, "How much does a game cost, and is it on Steam?" The game costs like an average game, I think $60, but on a Steam sale you can find it for a good price of like $30 or $40.
Yeah.
DLC characters are $5 each. I like it how you can choose your character. You don't have to buy them in sets like they're released, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, it's on Steam. We're playing on our Steam PC. You can take a look on our main screen right now to this side. You can see our specs that we're running. So we're running like i9 Z390 Master, 2080, 16 gigs of RAM.
Cool.
Yeah, we got the whole shebang here. So, oops. Yeah. Che4NZO from Facebook says, "Are you gonna play something?" Yeah, we're playing Dragon Ball Fighters. Well, he's playing Dragon Ball Fighters. I'm more just getting
mode?
hit. Yeah, I'm in spectator mode. So, but right now we're gonna stop going against each other, and I'm gonna have Chris teach me some do's and don'ts on how to get my gameplay to the next level. So, if you guys have any questions in the chat, feel free to do so, and we'll get back to you. So, let's go back here.
So training mode.
Yeah, we'll go in training mode, and then I'll have you be able to control your controller.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I can do it.
back.
Yeah. Oh, I can do it from the. Or does it let you? From the menu?
I'm not too sure.
Let me see.
Yes, but
Is
let's
that-
just do it so we don't have to go back. Oh,
maybe
never mind.
not.
Oh.
Okay, cool. I'll just go with my standard team that I usually go. And who do you want?
I guess give me your first 2 characters. I don't know how to play him, but I used to play that team with Trunks. So Bardock, Vegeta, Trunks.
We'll do Trunks, which
You highlighted him like 4 times.
there's so many Super Saiyans in this game. They all look the same. Not gonna lie. So.
Yeah, this was my tournament team for a while.
Okay. So this is the team he's won multiple tournaments with. So maybe I should just swap on over to this team.
No. A lot like I play a big neutral heavy like game plan. So I have the Trunks assist because it has a large range on. It's like a big one-hit boom.
Yeah, his assist, yeah. And that's one thing I know about Trunks' assist is it's large and it hits far.
Yes.
Yeah. Look at that. That thing's crazy.
Like it's not a beam, so it's not like the best thing when it comes to combos.
Yeah, but for to keep for like playing the neutral, it's
Yes.
very helpful.
So
Very
like get people off you. Like if you push Vegeta assist, and I call Trunks assist, I actually just beat it out.
I see.
Like completely, and it hits Vegeta while he's trying to attack.
I see. Okay, so let me change here the chat so we can look at things. Okay, cool. B Part says, who's the best character to learn the game on? So
Bardock is he is the all-around character. He is probably top 3, if not top 2, if not the best character in the game.
Even for beginners too. Because
Yes.
his auto combos, it
So-
catches a lot of people.
So if you notice, right, like let's say Vegeta for a second, right? If I mash light, you see how he has very short range. You know, a lot of times I can hit you with one hit. If you jump,
Yeah.
like if you hold up, you see I completely missed,
Yeah, the second one.
right? So it's a fake combo, which means it doesn't hit. But now, if you jump again,
Yeah,
I
it's
bring
great.
you right back to the ground. So
Yeah.
Bardock is a good character where you always need to push this twice,
And you get that.
and then you get the full combo no matter what.
Yeah. I would say, do you think Vegito too? I feel like he's
Vegito's
also...
also very good.
Yeah. So unfortunately, they're 2 DLC characters, but yeah, I think Bardock's undoubtedly one of the best characters in the game, and he has been for a while. Even though he got nerfed, he still does very good.
He also has a move that takes up 3/4 of the screen in less than a second,
Yes. Yeah. Look at that.
which
See?
leads to full combo.
Yes. Yeah. So there's that. Let's see here. Okay, so I think let's get into some what I can do to improve. So, I mean, you played me for quite a bit now. What do you think I can do to really up my game?
Okay, so there's a few things, right? First and foremost, movement is key, right?
Yes.
When you think of any game, anything ever, even if you're playing sports and stuff, you need to know how to navigate what you're doing, right? So in this game, you're allowed to dash very, very quickly on the ground and in the air,
I see.
right? So you have a move which is super dash, which locks onto your opponent.
Yes.
But if you saw how I was playing him earlier, if I'm moving around quick and he doesn't know what I'm doing, then he goes for a super dash, I could be ready to always punish that. So it's like I'm moving around, I call assist, I walk my back, and then boom, I get full combo.
I see.
So movement is very, very important. If people are standing around too much, then you're just gonna take a block string,
Yeah.
then you take a mix up, then potentially you might just lose the game.
Yeah, I see.
But so that's first. Second thing is learning your basic combos and making sure you don't drop it.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? Because I notice a lot of people, like even in your case, that you get the hit, but one, you're either not ready to get the hit, or two, you don't know what to follow it up with in weird situations.
Yeah. So like more, is it like converting off? Of
Yes.
Yeah.
So being aware, like, because a lot of times, like, you land a super dash, and you're like, all right, what can I do, right? So you're thinking
Yeah.
like this,
That's
and
the-
into vanish. Right there,
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
actually wasting a lot of resources, because when you vanish, when you do a combo into vanish, you don't gain bar anymore.
Yeah.
So if you land a super dash, right, you could be like 1, 2, 3, and then you'll get a full combo. You don't have to waste damage, waste bar, and you can do you can gain more bar. So I probably right there gained a bar and a half.
I see.
So a lot of times, you like going into autopilot could be a problem,
Yeah.
because every single time you don't know when you're gonna get the hit.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess so movement and then kind of just like reaction time.
Yeah, being aware.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's definitely key, and that's actually true, and that's a lot of times I see a lot of people in my rankings. Yeah, they'll do this standard, boom, into the vanish, into here, and then it's like you said, you don't build any bar.
If you don't build bar, you
that's
barely do damage.
Yeah, so that's actually something I never thought about. So that's cool, and that's something that I'll definitely take into consideration and start practice doing. So
Also, another thing is that if you vanish, you lost the corner. right? So if I vanish into you like this, right, or in anything, right, like that, like you lose the ability to do a full combo in the corner.
Yeah.
Because like in this case, right, like let's say, oh, oops. That actually happens a lot, but so like if I call an assist and do that at the same time, like then if I get the hit, it's a wrap, right? 'Cause I get boom, and then I'm like, oh snap, okay, I got the full combo.
I see. And I think what scares me, and I think a lot of people in my like skill range is, let's say like for example we do that, right? So let's say I'll do something like, okay, well you do it better, but I guess it's like if they happen to block this and I do that, I'll lose my assist. I think I'm afraid like I'll lose my assist and I have to wait, and it's more time for them to pressure me, or now I have a disadvantage.
It's like assist management is also one of the most important things, right? Because like if you call both your assists, then it's like, oh snap, I have to wait for the bar to refill. Yeah. I'm open now. They can do an attack.
They want. Yeah.
But if you force the opponent to block in the first place, you wouldn't have to deal with that anyway, right? So if you're holding back, and so like hold back.
Oh yeah.
And let's say that same situation, right? Normally you would go like this. Right?
Yeah,
so then you're like, okay, cool, he blocked it. So what? But let's say in a better situation, you do. Oh, there you go. Boom. So it's like, yes, you lost an assist, but you made the person block. You get a 50-50. And even if you block that first 50-50, I have another assist, right? So it's like,
getting ready.
Cool, right? Boom, boom, boom. And then I'm like, oh, what do I do now? Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I got the hit. Cool. And now you get the full combo.
I see. Okay, so it's better to be offensive than too defensive.
Yes, sure. But also, right, super dash at me. Because you're playing Vegeta assist, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of times, right, you're going to do something like that.
Yeah.
You're going to super dash at me, call the assist. Yeah. But if you do it again, he doesn't actually, okay.
Like, you'll call
you could call an assist, or like I notice that you're gonna do it, right, and I'll move forward just slightly a little bit, and then like that, like so I'll cover the plane so that when you come at me, you actually run into it.
I see. Oh, so then I'll get hit and then you can convert like that. I see.
Or better yet, I just made you block, because think about like when it comes to games like this versus games where you have assists, blocking. Like making someone block, forcing someone to block is almost the same as actually getting the hit.
I see.
Because you don't really care about it. If I super dash at you and I call my assist and you block, that means I get one mix-up. Yeah. Then I have another assist. So that means I get 2 to 3 mix-ups every single time I have 2 assists.
I see. Okay. And okay, so I know this applies to like team fighting games where you have more than one character. Do these concepts apply to other fighting games, like let's say Street Fighter, or even something where it's like Super Smash Brothers? Do you apply like the same pressure and kind of like the same thinking? Do you apply it to those games as well? Or would you say it's like different? It varies per game.
Yes, it varies per game. It depends on how you want to play. Because Rushdown in this game could be the exact opposite of Rushdown in Street Fighter. Because in Street Fighter, let's say I walk up to and I push a button, you block, right? That means that maximum I can push only like 2 buttons, and then that's it. My pressure's done.
And then it's my turn.
Yes.
I see.
Now, in games like this, people feel free because they're allowed to disrespect you.
Yeah.
Right. So if I know that I can get a hit or force a situation, which is even worse, all I need to do is I'm in there. Like from full screen, there's a lot of characters that can do that, right? Like even Vegeta. There are ways to bypass neutral.
I see.
Which is what Super Dash is in the first place.
Yeah, it's meant for it. Yeah.
It's like, oh well, he keeps holding back. Well, I'll just dash at him.
I see.
Now the reason I play characters like Trunks is he doesn't excel like in mix-ups. He doesn't excel in damage. He's actually like mid-point on everything.
Mid-tier, yeah.
But a big thing about him is his neutral is super good. So he has like a full screen fast beam. right? He has long range.
Yeah.
So even if he's not doing a lot of damage, he can at least control the pace.
I see.
Like if you're jumping a lot, he can force you back to the ground with this, and they call it assist. You know,
Okay.
so he like he doesn't actually take turns, but he waits it out. And then
I
of
see.
course the ultimate thing, right, is if you super dash at him finally, and then I'm ready, you know, boom, I do 2H,
Yeah.
and then we're back to neutral.
Yeah. Ah, okay. Okay, cool. So you would say like those are probably the top three, or one of the top main things that to focus on, right? Is use your assist even if it means that they're blocking and you don't get the hit. Be smart when I think the most common is the super dash into vanish. So
Yeah,
try
like
and get off
don't rely on this. I know a lot of people like they'll wake up mashing this, and it's like,
Yeah.
it still has startup, so you can punish it if someone's mashing it.
Yeah.
But also, if someone saw like you were all the way up in the sky, and you're like, I'll just vanish, boom,
Yeah,
and you get hit.
because they can clearly see.
Yeah. And of course, one of the most important things is worrying about your defense. Like if at the end of the day you're too offense oriented,
They can punish that.
yeah, they'll always be ready, right?
Yeah.
So it's like for me,
Oh, this guy's gonna come out.
I like doing nothing at times.
Yeah.
So I'll wait to see what an opponent wants to do.
I see. They'll kind of get antsy. They'll like, all right, I'm just gonna go in.
Yeah, like I want the hit. I can't wait to get the hit. But
Yeah.
for me, I'm so like confident in my execution. I'm so confident in a lot of things where when I get the hit, I'm like, oh, well,
Yeah.
time to suffer.
Yeah. It's a good.
Yeah, like that. Like every single hit will lead to something like this.
Yeah.
So it's like you want to play stupid, lose half your life into a mix-up. And that's how I play the game. Like a lot of people, they'd rather play the game like, oh well, if I just force a situation, it could lead to the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. I'd rather be like, I want you to do something dumb,
Yeah.
and then I'll react accordingly.
I see. Okay.
There's always more than one way to play any game.
Yes. Yeah. So I think that's pretty good. I think what I want to do is take those lessons and that concept and take it back into a game with you and see if I improve. Hopefully, in theory, it should work. Hopefully,
Maybe
if I'm
not
not
the
too,
first
yeah,
few
maybe not the
games,
first game, but again, this is things where it's like, it's my habit, and habits are hard to break. So it's one of those things where you just kind of have to force it on yourself, and then learn to make the good habit your habit.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
also people have evolved to the point where they hit you once and you die.
Yeah.
So it's like, a lot of people, like, you'll super dash and then you get 2H, like super dash at me?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can like, then he has a combo. Oh, that was a lie. But he has a combo where he does this.
Yeah, I've seen that one. I want to learn this one.
And then that's
Yeah.
it. Just because you wanted to force coming in, super dashing,
It's
you literally lost a full character.
Yeah, it's definitely something to think about too, and I think you are able to open my eyes to a lot of my mistakes, and I think a lot of people who play this game, who are in my level, because I think a lot of people out there are my level, they know how to play the game, but it's like they're also struggling how to get from here all the way to the next level. And I think what you just said, where they're so basic, it's like it makes sense, but you don't think about it until someone who knows more, tells it to you.
Because in games like this, where like the corner pressure is very important, block strings are important, offense is important. When I see players hit me like that, where they're like, I don't get afraid because I know that a lot of people, they weren't ready to
follow it.
Yeah, so people do this. And I'm like, oh yes, I'm out of the corner.
Yeah.
Now I'm okay again.
Yeah, I see.
So in my head, I'm like, oh, I have nothing to fear.
And in their head, they're like, oh, I got the combo off.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, cool. Now we're back to normal. Now
Yeah,
I'm okay. I can
I
attack
see.
again.
Okay.
Then top level, you're like, oh, damn, he just took that hit. I just lost 60% of my life,
Yes.
and now I have to guess.
Yes.
That's the difference between like the mid level and then high level.
Yes.
Mid level still gets that hit. Mid level still gets the combo, but it's the worst combo and it's the worst situation afterwards.
Yeah.
High level will do the combo, a better combo,
optimal.
and then force the situation afterwards. Now you have to guess.
I see. See, so that's really good, and that's something that is definitely helpful for all of us. Helpful 80 plus
Not a
combos.
question.
Oh my gosh.
The
Okay.
Kyle question.
Which one?
Did you ever have a title match with the other Chris G for ownership of the name? I've Googled the name, right? When I was getting into the scene, and there was only one other name that popped up, and he was like a doctor or something like that.
Okay.
But I think I've actually beat it now.
Really?
Yeah, if you Google the name, so I think
Wow.
I think I'm in the lead.
You're in it. Okay, there you go. That's how you know you made it when you type in your name. You're number one on the Google search list. So.
But that's why I also put my name as NY Chris G. So it's like you can't get confused when you're talking about somebody else.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, do you know Chris G? I'm like, I know a lot of Chris G's.
Yeah.
Do you know
Chris
NY
G?
Chris G?
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, and if you guys didn't know, NY stands for New York, so he is from New York. And I can actually hear, even though you said you've lived here for, I think, 5 years
Yeah.
now? I can still hear some of like that New York accent.
I can't help it.
Yeah, but that's
Because, you know,
pretty
we
cool.
always ready to fight. You know? Let's go.
Yeah, so when we went out to lunch, it's pretty funny because he's just telling me how it's like East Coast life, New York is super fast paced, and then West Coast Cali life is complete opposite, right? It's super laid back, like super slow paced, and Chris is ready to hustle, man. He's like, hey, where's the next thing at? But you know, SoCal people, we're just chilling. So
The land of jaywalkers.
Yeah.
You are actually 100% correct.
Yes, yeah, definitely. Let's see here.
Have you tried playing with a fight stick?
Oh, me. I personally, I have. I've tried playing with this exact fight stick. We're using the Mad Catz one, and I can get like basic combos. So I know light, medium, down heavy or stuff like that. It's stuff when I have to like, diagonal?
movements?
Yeah, quick movements and like diagonal jump. It's or jump cancel combos is when it gets weird for me because I don't know. Here I know the exact button placement, but on a stick I don't know the exact button placement or the stick like movement. So that's where I get it. But I can definitely do like basic combos, but nowhere near as well as with a controller. Let's see here. Yeah, everyone's feeling sorry for me. Which I take
Don't
your
worry,
I take your
it's all-
sympathy. I take your sympathy.
It's just one of those things where, like, I played League of Legends with a pro once.
You feel how I feel or what, man?
So I was playing mid, right? And then I forgot who were they on, and it was like their B player,
Oh, okay.
right?
Yeah.
And it's a training partner and stuff like that. I never got so murdered so bad in lane. He played LeBlanc, and I was like, I don't even know. I can't.
Yeah.
I went like 0-7 in a few minutes. So
Yeah. Okay. So I don't feel so bad now because Chris has experienced what I'm experiencing, so I don't feel as bad. But like in all seriousness, this is definitely helping out. I think let's play a couple more games and then let's switch over to Street Fighter. And I want to take what he's been saying and put it into action, and really try it out because this is tips for everyone. If you want to pick up this game, if you're already playing this game, if you're trying to enter into tournaments, these are stuff that you can listen to and really take your gameplay to the next level. So I think what we're gonna do is we'll go to our main lobby, and we're gonna go and play a couple more games, and then like I said, we'll go to Street Fighter after. Let's see. Boom.
it's always weird when you look at a game like this and you find out who happens to be top tier, and all you could think of is the lore.
Yeah.
Like when you think about it, you're like, why is Goku's dad one of the best characters in the game? Why is Android 16 one of the best? You're like,
why is the God of Destruction one of the worst characters in the game?
yeah, exactly. It's Frieza. Why is Frieza so whack?
Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. Let's see here. Let's go Jiren. Boom. Let me go American Jiren. The American hero.
American Jiren.
Alright, so we're gonna try this. Actually, let's do boom. So you can see the chat. I like Space. Space is always one of my favorite levels. I don't know why.
Are there any fighting games that you won't play? No.
I think when it comes to...
I'm not that type of person.
Yeah, especially
like,
because
I
fighting
just
games
like
is like
things, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a genre, right? So if a new game comes out, we'll try it for sure.
Yeah, like I'm not big on 3D fighters such as like Soul Calibur, Tekken, but I dabbled in it like every now and then.
How about like arena fighters? I'm curious.
Wait, like
I don't know if you've seen like My Hero or...
Oh, those games. Well, I used to be really, really good in the Naruto games.
Oh, the Shinobi Striker, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Ah.
Like Clash of Ninja for like GameCube and stuff, I was actually like super, super good in.
Yeah, those are some like fun times. 3D fighter arenas aren't competitive, but they're definitely fun to play. There it is.
And you see, that's why a character like that is super good. Because he can swing you, swat you out of the sky.
Oh, no!
That's
the worst thing that could ever happen. That's why you don't play on controller, guys.
I think you were just cocky, I don't know.
If the thumb is too fat, I don't know, man. I need to see if there's a shortcut to take that off. Ooh, there it is. There's the part where we talked about I'll just do
Oh,
kind of
man, I can't do that combo right now. Sadness.
Oh, wrong one.
Oh, he was ready. Oh, here we go.
Go for the hard knockdown. Go for the hard knockdown.
That was really good.
Thanks. This is the one time I can show off. Oh! Of course. He threw it back in my face. Guys. He's like, I gotta disrespect you because he disrespected me that last time. Oh my god. He knew. I always have to be careful when they have 3 bars. It's a gamble. It's a gamble if you want to go for the next one. That's why I like Beerus, because he has the safe jump. Right, check this out, guys. I'm gonna block really well. Nope.
Come back.
Okay. Gotta remember what he's telling me. Gotta remember that.
Because the first thing you want to do, right, when you're panicking, is vanish.
Yeah.
But a lot of people can see that, including me.
Through? I knew I called it and I still fell for it. Let's bait it. Oh! Ooh. Oh, okay, that one. You clearly saw the button mashing there.
Oh, snap. I really can't do that.
Oh, I thought he was gonna backdash on that one.
Like, Krillin has, like, some of the weirdest moves in the game.
No! Oh! It's a solar flare, guys. Alright.
Solar flare. It does no damage. You actually can't combo off of it.
Yeah.
It just stops the person.
Yeah, it's just, like, what do you do now? Okay. No, Yamcha is so good for his assist, but I don't know what doesn't make me want to play. Okay, I thought I had a bar there. No way. Oh? Oh, you have to be those. Yeah, and I think that's one thing too, right? Is like, if you can use sparking in the beginning to kill a character, do it, right?
Yeah.
Because even though you won't have it for later, it's worth it to get that edge.
Because now, I have 2 assists.
Yeah.
Right? The assists are very important.
box rings. Get out of it. No. Oh, he did it. Ooh, okay. Oh wait, I can't let him I can't let him dang it. Guys, come on. Can't let him do it. This is the ultimate disrespect. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I think it okay, we're good. Oh my god. Oh no, the disrespect. It's real. Guys, I thought the scene wasn't changed. No! He did it, guys. Damn it. Dang it. Guys, I went to check on you because for some reason I thought I didn't switch the scene. I was like, oh no, not again. Okay, we're gonna redo that one because that was yeah. Sorry about that. Okay. This is treating this like a tournament.
Alright.
Best of 5. Here we go. Old habits are hard to break.
They definitely are. There's so many times where even I am like, I need to stop doing that. And like, I'll do it again, I need to stop doing that. And to the point where I'm like, yep, this will never happen again.
Yeah. Back in the cover. Just when you think you're out.
Well, a big thing is that when someone's running at you, your first instinct is to jump, which is why a lot of times I'll run and then I'll just jump with a button.
Oh, you'll jump.
It's just preemptive.
Ah, okay.
You see?
Ah.
No matter what, people can't help themselves.
I see.
So until somebody stays on the ground, I'll always jump with a button.
Ah, that sucks. Oh my god, he's not gonna drop it. Ah, I was just wishful thinking. It's okay, at least he didn't perfect me, which is the worst thing that can happen. What? Wow.
I'm the real Vegeta.
Yeah.
The angry one.
Kidding.
So with him, he also has 2 different setups when he does level 3. If you notice how when I did level 3 the first time, you weren't in the corner and I could jump over you. If I do the grab, then level 3, you're always in the corner, so I can keep you in there.
I see.
You can't help it.
There's the jump. And that was the one thing that could have saved me, but it's okay, guys. Barred off with 7
Also,
bars.
you need to learn how to hold the vanish. You gotta hold it.
Yeah.
Because then I can't 2H you. So
really?
Yeah. So you hold the vanish, and then you go for a mix-up or you go for a jump and try to get out. If you think I'm gonna uppercut you.
Ah, okay. If I hold the vanish, can I block?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I can do that. Ah. Now you're gonna try and get.
Ah, damn it.
Oh. Ah, I thought you were gonna.
Oh, oops.
Oh.
I thought I was on the ground. I thought level 3.
Guys, I did it. I landed a level 3 on Chris V. Okay, watch this. You won't get this mixed up. Yes! It worked! The double level 3 worked! Guys, it was the most... He's never seen that in that technique before. Now he knows.
I'm running.
I give him something to win in tournament. The double level 3. Oh, what? I blocked! No way! I swear I blocked that one. Oh my god. It's okay. I take that a win in my book. I got one character down.
The double level 3. That's a classic.
He's seen the wake up level 3, but he's never seen the double level 3. I had a flex on him. But I think that's all we're gonna do for Dragon Ball FighterZ. We actually went a lot over time. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna quit Dragon Ball FighterZ. We'll just do kind of a we'll switch here. I think what we'll do now is we'll go to Street Fighter and we'll kind of stay on that for just a little bit because again I know a lot of people out there have been wanting to get into Street Fighter but necessarily think it's a little too much for them. And I'm new too, so I think let's go ahead and open up Street Fighter and see And Chris is kind of just going to teach me the basics. We won't stay on it for too long because if I went head to head with him, there's no way he'll perfect me every time. So I think the best case scenario what we can do is he'll teach me some tips and tricks, some things for beginners, some do's and don'ts, so that way you guys can bring it into your play as well. And the game we're playing is, or the version we're playing is Street Fighter V. So what I'm gonna do, let me see here. We'll look at the comments right now.
Yeah, there's a few comments. Oh, how long much do you practice per day, week? Does it change going into a tournament?
Oops. Okay.
Does it change going into a tournament? Do you game plan for specific other pro? A lot of people definitely do that. Me, I train very differently. Most of the time when I'm playing, it's on stream because I play multiple games. Most people are one game specialists.
Yes.
So the way I've gotten good at a lot of games is by just playing people in a serious setting.
I see.
So it's like a lot of times when you play at home, when you play online, when you're playing with other people, your friends, you're going for dumb stuff.
Yeah.
You're going for flashy stuff. You're like, oh, let me see if this hits real quick. You know, you're never in the mindset where this is serious.
Yeah.
This counts right now.
Yeah, you don't go for the super safe, confirm, 100%
Yes.
confirm.
So when I play, I stream. You know, I do like maybe like 6 hours a day streaming Dragon Ball Z and whatnot. And when I get to tournaments, that's serious time only.
Yeah.
So
you don't try anything new.
yeah, nothing special, nothing crazy. I stick to what I know, what I've learned, and I stick to. Another thing is that even if you aren't that good, you need to understand that like the people you're playing are also human.
Yeah.
So they can also mess up. They can also have an off day. They'll drop a combo. They'll get frustrated. You gotta use all of it to your advantage. And that's what I do. Like I get frustrated too, but like when I see people, they're actually this past tournament final round, I noticed that a person wasn't paying attention. Mind you, he's very good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna name no names.
Yeah.
Right. I noticed that he wasn't paying attention. He looked already out of it. And what I decided to do was stop doing the combo, and I kept going for a reset over and over again. And I hit him twice, 2 resets in a row.
I see.
And he wasn't paying attention, and I killed his first character instantly.
I see. So you kind of like tested him out.
Yeah.
Kind of, just to see.
So like you could see it in his face that like he was very frustrated, he was very annoyed. I don't know what had happened previously before he fought me, but I used it to my advantage.
Yeah, definitely. And I think when it comes to competitive scene, correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean any advantage counts. Either if it's mental advantage or just straight up skill advantage, any advantage counts.
Yeah.
And
some people will hit the buttons really hard, and nothing's coming out. Just to like be like, oh my god, he's doing something, and then they'll do something completely different. Like a lot of people, they do a lot of things just to get the upper advantage.
I see.
And yeah, you have to take all of that into consideration.
Yeah. So I think that was definitely a good question. Let's see here. Andrew says he's watching from Brazil. Hello, welcome. And Juke W says, what are your thoughts on the balance patch coming for Dragon Ball? So yeah, that's a really good subject. We won't dive too deep, but to my understanding, they're buffing pretty much everyone. So no one's getting a nerf, so that's good.
I even heard Gotenks was getting buffed.
Yeah. So
and that, to me, that's just nonsense.
Yeah, so hopefully some buffs are a lot bigger on the characters that are the worst, and then buffs on the already strong characters are minimal buffs. But yeah, I think we're both definitely really excited for that. I think Dragon Ball needs a new change of pace. And I think that's the good thing about that game is the developers are listening, and they're trying to make tweaks here and there, and it's not just a game where they're successful, let's just leave it. So,
yeah, like I know my characters, they're getting some interesting buffs. I'm looking at them, and there's some patch notes already. It might not be perfect or whatever, but I noticed there's some like cool changes with Trunks and whatnot that I don't even know how it's gonna work, but I'm actually super excited to try out like all my teams, all the characters that I've been playing, even today, and seeing what has changed to like formulate a better team and a better strategy.
New combos, new strategies, definitely. So, if you buff everybody, you effectively buff nobody. True and false.
That is semi true. If you buff a bad character good enough, he could be top tier.
Exactly. And if you buff a top tier character, but only buff him by like a little bit,
then he's still the same. Yeah, like you might be able to compete with the other characters. Which is, I guess, what they're trying to go with.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, okay, well, all you see in tournaments are these same 5-6 characters. Let's see what happens if we give them, the other characters, like, a lot of buffs, see how they compete.
Yes.
And yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, for me, yeah, I just watched a bunch of tournaments, and I like to see what other people are pulling out. And people are starting to pull out new things like, like Hit, and like I said, like Base Goku, things that you wouldn't normally see. So.
Yeah, I'm playing Videl. Like, I know she's new DLC, but...
Yeah, so I think we're going to see a lot of interesting things, for sure. Let me see. Shady says, yay, you killed the character. Yeah, finally. It was a good note for me to end on. But yeah, we'll have to...
Blowing me up into the sky.
We'll have to revisit this sometime later in the year, and we'll see if effectively that works again. But okay, so I think that's it for the questions for now. We're going to go head over into Street Fighter. And let's see here. We'll change this. And... bam. Okay, cool. So... okay, cool. So we'll do this. Things should look good. 1 player, 2 player. Match. Okay, so again, he's just going to be giving me tips. We're not really going to be playing against each other, but this is also for you guys out there who have really liked the series, like the characters. Like for me, I love Street Fighter characters. Ryu, Ken, everyone is just so fun to play with, and I like the characters, but I've never played the game, so this is going to be very interesting, and I think it's going to be really cool to get some insight from Chris. So, to be honest, I really love Ryu, but Chun-Li has a special place in my heart for me ever since I was a kid. So, we'll stick with Chun-Li, and yeah, we'll see where it goes.
All right.
So, I guess what I want to ask is, if someone's getting into this game, what's like the basic things that they should know? It's like, yeah, some basic information for them.
Well, for this specifically, Street Fighter is more like what works and what doesn't work.
Okay.
Or better yet, what can you get away with?
Okay.
Right? Because this isn't like old Street Fighters where you could do a lot of jabs and get full combo. This isn't, Street Fighter 4, you were able to get big combos just by like pushing one button. In this game, your combos are very limited for each character. So it's all about back to the old school type where your combos are like 3 hits. So like a basic combo for Nash is just 1, 2, and then kick, special move.
I see. Okay.
For you, it's standing medium punch, crouching low forward, which is medium kick, and then a special move. So like. Oh, medium kick.
Oh, medium kick. So boom, boom, and then down, medium kick.
Yeah.
So down, boom, boom.
1, 2. It's literally just 1, 2.
Oh, really? That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah, I see. Okay.
So like this is very.
So it's like the opposite of Dragon Ball. In Dragon Ball, I'm used to a lot of long combos, very detailed combos, but this one's just short. You get the hit, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then you get the follow-up, whatever.
Yeah.
So like this game was meant to kind of go back to the basics.
I see.
Like you go in, you go out. Dashing is very important. Pushing a button, but the big mechanic in this game is the crush counter system, which is also the V trigger system. Like a few things. Each person has like special moves or special like activations in certain situations. So like in Chun-Li's case, when she gets hit, right, you see that bar, it's getting higher.
I see.
Right now, when you get high enough, it's called V trigger.
Okay.
Right, so you could push both heavy punch and heavy kick, and now you've activated like your comeback mechanic.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can do like longer combos.
Yes.
Okay. I see. So let's do. I'll get your the.
So me, like I don't have like an activation with time. I just have a one specific move. It allows me to teleport. So if you do like a fireball, I can teleport behind you. I can punish certain things that weren't punishable normally.
I see.
But I can also extend my combo like greater. So like if I get a clean hit now, then you get like a longer combo.
And you use your V reversal to extend it.
Yeah, the V trigger, yeah.
Or the V trigger, yeah. Ah, I see. Okay.
So the game, other than that, it's basic. Get hits, go in, go out. If you don't get the hit, then you back off a little bit. You know, something like that.
Okay.
But the game is also very scary. So like when someone's applying pressure, you never know when to push a button.
I see. So they do like a lot of stagger pressure.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like full combo and then it's my turn. Or,
Yeah, because normally like this doesn't combo. But if you try to swing through it, you know, then I'll punish you.
I see.
And then I get, you know, combo, and then I bring you to the corner, and then that's it. Like, cause your stun gauge is very, very important. If I keep hitting you, you'll just keep getting stunned, and then pretty much when I stun somebody, I'm gonna get a big damage combo, probably super, and then they're dead.
It's like shield breaking, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like Dragon Ball where you have unlimited block time.
Well, no, you can keep blocking, but like when you're stunned, you're stuck there for a certain amount of time.
I see. Okay, never mind.
So it allows somebody to do the maximum damage combo that they have.
Yes, yeah. Ah, okay.
Which for a lot of characters, you could just do 60% instantly.
I see.
So some characters can kill you in 2 hits.
Really?
Yeah, they get the hit, then they follow it up, get the stun, and then they do the best combo into super, and then dead.
So is there a lot of like touch of deaths in this game, or only
well,
for a certain character?
touch of death setups. So like basically, right? If I hit you 1, 2, 3, you know, like you can see your stun bar get up, right? And while you're blocking, your stun doesn't go down. So you're still at risk for getting stunned.
I see.
And then you're afraid, and once you're stunned, done, dead.
Okay. So yeah, so I mean, coming from like Dragon Ball, this is definitely it's different for sure. I think Dragon Ball, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but to me it seems like this is a little bit more, just a little bit more slower pace.
Yes.
But
you can still throw fireballs. You can have a fireball game like Ryu and Ken, where you're just throwing stuff full screen and waiting for somebody to come to you. But a lot of the times in this game, you kind of just slowly walk forward. Wait, can you not put unlimited time?
I was trying.
All the way left? Okay.
Interesting. Yeah, I was trying to do unlimited time, but I guess not. Okay, so yeah, so this is definitely different from the fighting games that I know, like Super Smash Brothers or Dragon Ball, but it's interesting. It's interesting to see like the change of pace that this has, you know. So I think, let's see. So is this game very combo heavy, like Dragon Ball is? Okay, no.
No, so it's very neutral heavy. A lot of times when it comes to games like this, usually the saying is the better player wins.
Yeah.
If that's the case or not, you know, I'm not the person yet to say it, but yeah, like Punk the God, which is the guy who just won final round, like he did it very clean. Like he outplayed everybody. There wasn't anything like super dirty. It wasn't like he cheaped the guy out.
His skill was just.
It was just skill.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so I mean, I don't know a lot here, but I think the fans want to see you at your best. I'm gonna try my best. Chris taught me a little bit.
Fireball.
Do I have a fireball? Ah.
Oh no, no, he's not charged. It's regular fireball motion.
Oh, what was? Oh, okay,
he's
cool.
Ryu.
Oh yeah, okay. All right, guys, I'm good. Yes, that's all I need to know.
So like the game plan is you're usually doing that until I get close.
Oh, and then
I'm a rushdown character. You're kind of all around. If somebody jumps at you, you uppercut them. Full screen, you're tossing out fireballs. You know, and then your combo usually just ends in your tatsu, your spin kick, or an uppercut.
I see.
And then you go back to neutral again.
Interesting.
Oh no, down back kick.
Down back kick.
That's your. Oh no charging. Forward charging. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And then uppercut is forward down forward.
Forward down forward.
Yeah, quick slide.
Forward down forward punch.
Yeah, punch.
Oh, interesting.
So if
like
I
jump, quarter circle back, quarter circle forward.
So like if I jump at you and you do the medium version of that, it'll beat me every single time clean.
Oh, okay.
So anti-air, because jumping in this game is you get a huge reward, even if they block. So you have to try to keep somebody off of you at all times. And of course, you have the uppercut, you have an invincible move, and you could stop that.
I see. Oh, interesting. Okay, let's try it. I'm gonna try and go as hard as I can right here. I'm still trying to play like Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
it's so funny. There you go.
Throwing is with light punch and light kick.
Light punch and light kick.
Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of throwing in this game.
Is there a way to counter that? Or not counter, but defend against that? Like if I'm blocking?
No. Throwing is unblockable, as they say.
So you have to... Is there like a buffer frame where I can hit my button and it'll hit you before you actually grab me? Wow, okay.
That does not work in this game.
But throws don't... You can't combo into throws, right?
No.
Okay, so that's better. Let's try this. Yeah.
So your activation, when you toss fireballs out, they're extremely quick.
Oops.
The heavy one goes, but you can hold it. You can hold the charge. It becomes unblockable.
Really?
And then you can walk up sweep or walk up standing medium punch into Tatsu or something like that. Yeah, you don't toss out jabs. Like the game is not jab like heavy anymore.
I see.
Unlike other Street Fighters,
Yeah.
you push mediums and heavies.
Oh, okay. So what are the light jabs for? Or is that just there for like if they're really up in your
It's
face?
like pressure, like up close.
Okay.
You don't really stick out buttons like that unless you have a really good jab or standing light kick.
I see.
Like her, she does, right? She does it a lot because if I get close to you, and then pressure, because you're like, when do I swing? And you're like, at some point I'm gonna have to swing.
It's like, it doesn't.
And then I like do something like this, and then now you just took a lot of damage. You're in the corner.
So in this game, rely more on heavies and mediums.
Yeah, and then you're stunned, and it's like
that's when you get off the maximum damage combo.
So it's like ouch, And then being in the corner again, like you're stuck. Like you have to try to get out, and I'm where I want to be.
I see. Interesting.
Also, crush counters is a big thing. Where while you're sticking out buttons, I'm sticking out a heavy version of that. So like I'll stick out standing roundhouse, which is a very good button, but if I trade with one of your buttons, I actually stun you.
Oh, I see.
You see, like it's crazy, and I could get full combo off of that.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty good. Dang.
Yeah. Yeah, he's very, very hard to play this game.
Dang. Yeah, it definitely is not as what I expected. I think I'm going for like the Dragon Ball mechanics. It's just like funny. Ooh.
So I have an access to this, which is like what we call Rekkas, and it's like multiple hitting moves.
Okay.
So like 1, 2, 3.
I see. Interesting.
So each character has their own little thing.
They
call it V-trigger, I call it comeback factor, because the only way to get it is by getting beat up.
Yeah. Interesting.
So like every character has their own version.
Definitely.
Some are very good, others are very bad.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's what makes a character good or bad, is whether or not they have the ability to come back.
Yes. Yeah. So let's answer some questions. So again, you guys saw that. I know it wasn't a lot, but I think you guys can definitely get what Chris is saying. I definitely did, and this is something that I'm going to try on my own time because again, I want to learn new fighting games, and I think Street Fighter is probably the next one I want to look into. But it's definitely different, and definitely not the normal from what I'm used to.
Yeah.
He said, Juke W from Twitch says, try going from Dragon Ball Fighter to Soul Calibur 6.
You see, that's very different. I tried going from 2D games, which is what we call them, which is the left-right basic game.
Yes.
Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Marvel, all those games, they all follow the same thing.
Yeah.
You move from left to right. 3D games such as Soul Calibur, Dead or Alive, Tekken, all of them, you start to move through planes. So you could dodge, you could sidestep,
yeah.
you could.
You can do different mechanics.
Yes.
It's a totally different style.
So it's like there's so much more to pay attention to.
Yes, yeah, I think that's for sure. Writing Graboids from Twitch says, "Was I supposed to learn?" I know it was a very short lesson, but we are actually running out of time here. Chris
too much Dragon Ball Z.
too much Dragon Ball Z, which I think we're getting a little too hyped for. But I'm glad you guys are liking the stream. Definitely, we're gonna try and have Chris come back here because. Yeah, I definitely want to learn more fighting games, and potentially if you come back, we can do more Street Fighter focus, more Super Smash Brothers focus, whatever we want, whatever you guys
yeah, pretty
want
good
to do.
in some Smash Bros.
Yeah, yeah, that's super fun. It's amazing. Let's see here. We're gonna look at some more questions. Let's see.
Anybody have any more questions, comments?
Yeah, people are saying, let's see. Chun-Li has leg day, but she skipped arm day. Cool.
Yes, kind of. Her legs are pretty big and her arms are pretty small.
Yes, yes. Let's see. Yeah, Street Fighter V, very hard to get into in my opinion. It has nothing to do with input lag. With force VC to do on your decisions are very punishable. I don't know. So do you agree with this? All in all, do you think Street Fighter or Dragon Ball which game do you think is the best for someone to get into this fighting game scene? Which game would you recommend to them for beginners?
I'm a little biased, a little bit. But I think versus style games in general, where you're allowed freedom. Mm-hmm. A lot of people liked Marvel vs. Capcom, even though they didn't play it, because it was pretty to look at. There's a lot of things happening, explosions, all sorts of stuff.
Yes.
And a lot of people can come up with things on the fly.
Yes.
Maximum level, people prefer like the Street Fighter-esque style because it's kind of one of those things where you're in charge of your own destiny. Like things hit you and it wasn't like out of the ordinary.
I see.
So it's like if you died, you saw what happened. The guy swung at you and you got hit.
It's your fault.
Yeah. In Dragon Ball Z, who knows what's going on? The guy's super dash ended up behind you. You called an assist, flipped sides.
Yeah, there's a lot of different things going on. So, Dragon Ball probably? Or...
Yeah, for entry level, it is easier to play a game where you can just come up with combos.
Okay, so you guys heard it there. If you guys want to get into this fighting game scene like I did, probably go into Dragon Ball, but probably even easier than that, probably even like something like Super Smash Brothers is like
that's the ultimate.
That's the ultimate start. But you can't have that for PC. So if you have a PC, definitely Dragon Ball Fighters would be the best one to start with, and then I think when you get in more invested in the community like I have, then is when you should be thinking about switching over to something more technical like Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Yeah,
Ace.
button masher.
Oh, Ace says, hey, okay, so Ace he's one of our biggest Aorus fans out there, probably one of the most loyal, and his main game is Street Fighter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so I think let's play one more game. You go as hard as you can on me. I know I'm gonna lose, guys, but I kind of want Ace to see how good this guy is. He's the best of the best. Again, I'm here with Chris G. Tekken 7. Sorry. So Tekken is his game. Okay,
that is the opposite.
Sorry. I thought it was... Sorry, Ace. I thought it was Street Fighter. But I think it'd be really cool for, again, everyone to see one last time what you can do in this game. So I think let's play one more, and then we'll kind of just end it there. Let's see. Bam. And go here. Okay. So I'm going to lose for sure, but I am curious to see these awesome combos. If there's one thing I've learned from Dragon Ball, it's blocking. So
you see, but that's the thing. Like blocking too much in this game, you just get thrown around.
Of course. Ooh.
You see how quick it is to like switch sides. Like
I see. Yeah, you can dash fairly quick.
And then like you have to guess whether or not the person wants to grab.
What? Oh, you can grab out of that?
Well, no. Okay, so everything has startup.
Oh,
so like
I see.
just
so
like
you
you're
just waited.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. I see. So he baited it, and yeah, that was the end of it. Ooh, I want to grab.
You see, like, also a lot of things aren't real, like dashing up after throwing, all that stuff. You have to be aware. Everything is about being aware as much as possible. You see, now I'm going to walk up to you, grab you since you're on the floor.
Ah, I see.
And then, like, I could bait throwing. So I could throw you, like, as much as possible, and you have to try to tech it. But, like, after a while, I could, like, dodge the grab and then go for my own thing.
Oh, so that even beats my kick.
Well, a lot of things you don't want to toss out, like, ever. Because, like, if it's slowed and it can get punished, it will get punished.
I see.
And she does a lot of damage. Also, your super is double quarter circle forward punch. And you throw a big fight.
Double circle forward punch.
Yeah, so it's like 1, 2, boom.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. But that uses everything.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Interesting. Oh, got me in the air. Boom. Oh my god. That was really cool. That was
Yeah, it's actually
that was
super
pretty
cool.
sick. That was pretty sick. Okay, okay. So you guys are seeing, you guys see what this guy's made of. He's the real deal. We're gonna go ahead over here and switch back and kind of just look at the comments one last time. Kyle ate poo. Is this bullying? No. This is
The classic.
Oh my god.
No bullying, please.
Yeah. Don't worry. NBC is cool, but I prefer Tatsunoko versus Capcom or KOF 13.
Those are definitely good games.
Yes.
Tatsunoko vs. Capcom was for the Wii.
Oh, okay.
It was a fighting game with Japanese characters and then Ryu and all of them.
Oh, okay.
It was very weird, but it was actually really fun.
Okay.
It didn't get the light of day, sadly.
I see. So, yeah. So again, I think that's pretty much it, guys. For those of you who are again tuning in, thanks so much that you did. I am very sorry I forgot to mention, but there is a giveaway. Basically, what we're doing is Chris here is going to be able to sign an Aorus jacket.
This is actually a really cool jacket.
Yes.
You can zip it up all the way.
As well as this Aorus hat. So we haven't given out a hat in a while, so we're gonna give away a couple of jackets and a hat. Chris G is gonna sign each piece of clothing, and the way that you can enter is share it on Facebook. We're gonna go ahead and choose winners at random from there. If you're on Twitch, if you're on YouTube, comment away. But if we get a lot of shares, that's the way you can for sure be entered. Okay.
And yes, I stream.
Oh yeah. What
Twitch.tv/NYChrisG. I stream almost every day, especially from night at tournaments. Usually from any time from 12 to like 10.
Okay.
So usually it's like 2 to 9 or something like that, but I'm always on at those hours.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so if you guys again want to see more gameplay or learn more, definitely follow Chris G on his Twitch. And for more coverage for esports and gaming, all your computer hardware fixes, come and follow Aorus on our social media, Aorus Official on everything. We were so glad that you can come over, Chris. Again, thanks for taking time out of your day for teaching me to be a better player, and for teaching people out there, kind of giving insight in, about the fighting game community scene, as well as these really fun games. So, again, thanks so much, Chris. It was a pleasure having you. For everyone out there, again, feel free to share for those giveaways. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, follow us, and follow Chris G too. And we will see you guys next time.
Till next time.
Peace.